Hello, I'm Tio. This is the Live Workshop. It's Monday the 12th, and it's a whole new week. So, we're just going to get right into it. So I've got chicken coop stuff to build. So, finish this tea, and let's get going. All right. So, let's start with what are we grateful for? So, I'm grateful for dog walks with older dogs that are already well trained. We had a friend come over and they visited us and they brought one of my other good friends that I used to live with, their old dog. So their dog's a bit older now and Owsley's quite a pup. So they got to hang around and run around and experience healthy dog relationships. So that was good. So I'm glad for that. So number two, I'm grateful for old friends. Like I was saying, one of my old friends came up this weekend, also with the dog, and it was just good hanging out with them and catching up. It's always nice hanging out with old friends you've known for a really long time, especially when you move to a new place that's away from said people. So still very nice meeting and making new friends. It's just the old friends. I don't know, it's a nice reminder. But either way. And third thing I am grateful for is the leaves coming back onto the trees. Little thing, but it's a good omen for spring and summer. And the added benefit is it also kind of blocks off a lot of our place where we live at. So gives us a little bit more privacy, which is kind of nice too. But also it just looks better. It just looks better when everything's alive and everything's green. And after this last week of lots of rain, ideally we'll get a lot of green this week. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, sweet. So this week, main thing is our main projects are the chicken coop. Chicken coop has got laid out and we've got it all cleaned up back there. We were working on that last week in between the massive amounts of rain. So I got everything all there. I have an amount of refurbished wood out back that we have left over that we're going to try and build the chicken coop with. Ideally, we're going to build the chicken coop with all pieces of wood that we already have. We have some 2x4s out there. We've got some other planks that we took from the last chicken coop that we built at the last place. So we'll do most of that as much as we can, and then we'll buy what we have to buy. But if we can repurpose a bunch of stuff, that's great. If we can make it look really nice too, that's even better. But firstly, it needs to function, and it's going to be mostly hidden anyways. So we have to get that done. That's the main project for this week. I also have the table that I've kind of put on a break. Everything's all painted. I just need to put the top on, and I need to figure out how to drill something out that I don't have the correct thing for. But that's what's holding me up. So, and then we have the Rhode Island Mycological Society Farm Mushroom Fest this Sunday. So we're prepping for all of that. So that's pretty sweet. We've got some garden beds that we need to lay out. I kind of already laid them out and put them where they need to go, but we want to do a little bit more work on that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we have chestnut blocks that we need to start fruiting. So that's what I have here. So that's the interesting thing that I'm going to show you today. First off, I showed you this on Friday, but these are our little reishi blocks that have grown very well, so they're timed out nicely. Here is just more of that agar growing into the grain from the agar plate. So I flipped all the other ones around, but I figured I'd leave this one so that you guys could watch it grow. It does go quite slow, so just be aware of that. And then also something else I wanted to show you. This is the reishi bag, and you'll notice that there's kind of like this yellow, kind of like demarcation line that goes here. Comes all around. It goes there. It's like about yellow. I'm not sure whether or not you can tell or not, but there is green in there, so that indicates to me, when it starts doing this, it indicates to me that there's some sort of contamination in there, and essentially what it's trying to do is it's trying to block that off from everything else, kind of isolate it. So this was an extra one, so it kind of makes sense that that happened, but still pretty cool. It'll section that whole piece off and probably keep growing. So, but the other thing I wanted to show you is these. This is the chestnuts fruiting block. So this was just made with regular Masters mix, which is hardwood pellet, 50% hardwood pellets and 50% soy hull. And then this one is the same thing, but it's not doing anything. And so this has a B on it. So I found something online. Somebody was talking about using beet pellets as opposed to soy hull pellets and having good luck. So I tried that here. And at least for the chestnuts, it does not seem like that works. So that's cool. So that's a little fun fact. Also just kind of cool seeing what this looks like. So then I'll take this and I will kind of like put a cut here and I'll fold this whole thing back so that the only air that's coming in is going to come right there. And then that will induce that to pin. So, okay, that's about it for the week. That's for the week, yeah. That's about it for the day. I got to get out there and it's nice out, so I really need to get out there and start getting on that chicken coop. So, enjoy your day, enjoy your week. Today's supposed to be nice, at least up over here in Maine, and I think in the New England area, same thing as tomorrow, and Wednesday. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to raise a yurt. I'm raising a yurt with my buddy Scotty of Bird Nest Builders. So, we'll be going and doing that tomorrow and Wednesday. So, I gotta get the chicken coop done today, ideally, or at least a lot of it together. So, because then tomorrow I'll probably be gone, and then Wednesday I'll possibly be gone as well, which leaves me Thursday and Friday. So I really need to get out there and do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of there and do that thing. So, thanks for watching. If you're watching, if you're not, that's okay, because this is just practice. This is just me practicing talking in front of a camera without another human being there. So we're getting better. I'm getting more comfortable, getting a little bit better. I guess probably another thing would be do is I need to watch each one of these things after the fact, which I don't do because it seems vain, but it is probably important. Okay, all right. I said I was getting out of here. I got no timer here, so I don't know how long I've been rambling for, but probably about 6 minutes, we'll say. Okay, all right, I gotta go. Got chicken coops to build, yurts to raise, mycological societies to get prepared for, and chestnuts to get prepped to start growing. So, catch you later. Thank you for watching and paying attention. Please let me know if there's anything that I can do to make this more engaging for you. Catch you later.